while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Break. 40. Come on, D. Look at me. Go. Now.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go, baby.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front, and can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
Come on, set. 15-1. 15-1. Rock it. Go on. Watch the whip. Get it.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to air one out. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Let's go, buddy.
Take over first and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On On second down, here's Henry. They'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And then Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready. 70 ending. 58 to money. There's a party now. Just ready.
Work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
A first down carry for Henry. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
I'm coming for you. Mine. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Shut up.
From the gun, Jackson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Jackson. That's going to be caught. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Trying to punch it in with Henry, and he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Hey, stand up! Under 10, under 10, 10.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. With it is Brown. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Come on.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more of that coming.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi-.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Here we go, set.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Mike 28. Mike 28.
Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
94.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Shoot. Look, squeeze. Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. They call it no gain there on the first down play. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Ready to break. 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Crunch time, defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. He's got daylight. 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. It's complete to Fuller. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. 50 set. Time to the ending. Yeah, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Henry out of the pistol. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
On the ready. Watch 57. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point. And it is 28-0.
Makes the score. Ravens 28, Giants nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Jones, throwing again, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, New York.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
4 down. Fair. You go tight. You got tight right there. Showing it. Joker. Look at me. Go, fight.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line.
Let's go.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. Hey, switch.
Hey, lock it.
Watch that.
Clear. Hit it.
Now Jones operating from the gun. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll give to Barkley out of the gun, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Kill. Turn up. Switch.
Ready.
They're going to try and throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Jackson now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only one incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Grant Haley in on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. He's got Fuller. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Ravens on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson will throw again. And it's caught. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll give Henry another shot, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, he'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards and a giant first down. Jones now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Alert 3.
From the gun, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Mike, 58, right there. That's it. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to fire one deep over. And got his man complete. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring.